Good morning. Good morning. My fellow Guyanese, I am joined this morning by members of the NIS management and team, and of course, a representation of NIS contributors and pensioners across our country. As you are well aware, since my government assumed office in August 2020, we have spared no effort whatsoever in implementing a vast multitude of interventions aimed at improving the quality of life enjoyed by every single citizen of our beautiful country, irrespective of where they live and irrespective of how young or how old they might be. For example, less than 24 hours ago, I announced that my government will pay the full CSEC examination fees for up to 8 CSEC subjects written by each school child, which will benefit tens of thousands of students countrywide, both in the private and public school. I will ensure that no child is compelled to limit the number of CSEC subjects they write on account of the financial circumstances of their parents. And this initiative goes beyond CSEC. It will also include the CAPE students, and they too will benefit from this initiative. Throughout this term of office, we have been implementing a wide array of similar measures and projects, all aimed at improving lives and livelihoods, and at creating and enhancing opportunities for personal upliftment. Our unwavering commitment to you, the people of this country, is that we will continue to implement such measures that improve the lives of every single Guyanese. And make no mistake of it, we will continue to do so through our next term of office, the 2030, and throughout our subsequent terms of office beyond 2030. In relation to our senior citizens, we have already implemented a comprehensive suite of measures to improve their quality of life, including, perhaps most prominently, the doubling of the old age pension from $20,500 to $41,000 over just the current term of office from 2020 to date. This has benefited over 76,000 pensioners and has resulted in a total old age pension payout of $37 billion. $37 billion being transferred to our senior citizens this year. Still on the subject of our senior citizens, but turning to the National Insurance Scheme. As you're aware, and it would be recalled, that in October 2024, in my address to the National Assembly, I announced that we have earmarked a sum of $10 billion as a one-off payment in NIS to help address the challenges faced, particularly by those persons who have fallen marginally short of the 750 contributions required for eligibility for a pension from the NIS. In our outreaches and in talking to pensioners across the country, there are those who contributed to NIS and may have had 550, 575, 600, 650 contributions and beyond, but they were getting absolutely nothing because they fell short of the contribution that was required to give them a pension. And this has been a problem and a challenge faced by our pensioners, by the elderly, and also by the staff of NIS, having to go through files upon files and people coming over and over again. So this was not only burdensome on the NIS system, but also we committed that we want to help people. We want to find ways in which we can make it easier for our citizens, especially the elderly, especially those persons who are now in an age in which they should be comfortable and they should also benefit from whatever contribution they made in the system. This commitment was further elaborated by the Minister of Finance, Dr. Ashley Singh, in the 2025 budget speech, and the appropriate financial provisions were made in that budget to ensure delivery of this commitment. As a result, the sum of $10 billion was provided to finance a one-off transfer to those persons who have at least 500 contributions but less than 750 contributions required to receive the NIS pension. So we went from 500 to 749. Accordingly, it is now my pleasure to announce that my government will be making this $10 billion transfer to NIS to facilitate the following one-off payment to persons who have attained the age of 60 on or before 31st of December 2024, but who have from 500 to 749 contributions as follows. For persons with 500 to 549 NIS contribution, they will receive a one-off payment of $260,000. Persons with contribution between 550 to 559 550 to 599 NIS contributions. 550 to 599 NIS contributions. A one-off payment of $390,000. Persons with contribution of 600 to 699. Persons with 600 to 699 NIS contributions. They will have a one-off payment of 520,000 Guyana dollars. Persons with contribution from 700 to 749 NIS contributions. 700 to 749 NIS contributions. They will have a one-off payment of 650,000 Guyana dollars. This measure will see a total of over $10 billion, $10 billion of additional disposable income being placed in the hands of over 25,000 of our senior citizens. Let me also say this before I close. The NIS would have already have a database of pensioners within the various categories. So beginning on Friday, using that database, they will commence the payout of this initiative. They will commence meeting out to those pensioners and have this initiative implemented. Other pensioners who have not yet submitted their documents within this category, I urge you to do so at the various NIS offices and the outreaches that the Ministry of Finance and NIS would be doing jointly. I wish to reiterate that my government remains fully committed to ensuring that the senior citizens of Guyana, who have given their best years in service to our country, can retire with dignity and the respect they deserve. To give yet another example of my government's work in this regard, we're investing aggressively in the public health care system, including by constructing 12 new hospitals countrywide, several of which will be opened later this year. Along with the telemedicine centers we're deploying across our remotest communities, Guyanese citizens will be able to access modern health care irrespective of where they live. Our senior citizens, in particular, will be served by these and other investments we are making in the health sector so that they can all live long, healthy, fulfilling, and dignified lives. This is the promise of your government. This is yet another fulfillment of something we did not even promise, but something we heard from you when we visited you, when we talked to you, when we interacted with you. And that is what this government is about. Delivering better, delivering bigger, and delivering every single day for the people of our country. Thank you very much, and may God bless you all. Thank you.